Welcome, FortB family and friends. I'm glad that we can meet together in this unique time that we've been going through this last month. I know some of you may be uneasy with what's been going on in the new normal that is happening. We're not sure exactly what that's going to look like. And as it plays out, we have to do one thing. We have to trust in the Lord. Because many times when we look at our situations, we can only see that. And when we look beyond that, we can see God has His hand in making our way to trust in Him. Trust in the Lord with all your heart is what Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says. With all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. And sometimes that path is meaning your next step. So we're asking God, what is it that you want us to do with Fort Barachel? When do we open? When do we come back together in our meetings on Friday nights? Maybe is it throughout the week? And what is a our serve opportunities in the community? What does that look like? And when do we start that? And so we've set back this time today to ask God. And we'd ask that you join in with us to ask God, what is our next steps? This is going to be a call to action. We've never done this verbally before on Facebook or anywhere else, but we're asking you to encourage other people to partner with us, to come alongside of us and say, I'm willing to be a part of Fort Barachel Foundation. Now, the foundation allows us to open up our skate park throughout the week. It allows us to have our ministry in Burundi, Africa. It's allowed us to go on mission trips to Guatemala and Guatemala City to build a skate park there. It's allowed us since 2008 to make impact in both the action sports community and in our community and around the world. We're excited about the opportunity, but this is a call to action. We need you. We need you to hear what God's saying to you. And if God's encouraging you to be a part of us, we ask that you prayerfully do that. Maybe it be financially, maybe it be with your time or your talent or even your treasure. Live open-handedly with that. It's what we said at the last church I served at. Live open-handed, and our kids know how to say that. I'll ask them, what does that mean? Live open-handed with my time, my talent, and my treasure. And so I want you to watch a short video that Tim and Joyce Fake, our owner and founders of Fort Barachel, did for their church just a few months ago. Now, the church has since changed their name. It's called the Family Church. It meets in Windermere and across the different parts of West Orange County, and even down in the Four Corners area, opening up a new area there. And then right across the street from Fort Barachel is the Dream Center. And we're excited to see what God's going to be doing in East Winter Garden in the ministry that's already begun there and how we can plug in and be a part of it. Watch this video right now of Tim and Joyce.
Hi, I'm Tim Fate.
I'm his wife, Joyce.
We have a ministry where we have an outreach for the youth.
We first came to know First Baptist Church Windermere when our son was young. He had a friend who would take him to church with them. And then years later, we were looking for a new home church and had known some friends who had gone there and decided to give it a try.
The Fort Barachel Foundation is an organization that we started to help reach some of the youth that aren't involved in organized sports. There's a lot of kids in the culture of skateboarding, BMX, now scooters, and so they don't really get to go to a safe place, and we wanted to have a safe place here on this side of town for them to go. In Fort Barachel, we share the gospel through the sport and through the different programs that we do. We go out and we work with special needs. We try and get the kids involved with service as far as helping clean up elderly's homes, yards, and things like that. And try and teach them to put others first. And then we all come back and we ride the skate park to celebrate what we've done. The church has helped us extremely through our small groups. We've been in 2 different small groups since we've been there. Both of them, whenever we need help, chaperones, volunteers, they're always there to help us. They support us in our fundraising. We started Fort Barachel Burundi, and it's been a huge blessing being part of that church family to be able to do that.
The church has helped in the way for Fort Barachel, Burundi, with getting some supplies there. They'll send containers with food and various things, and we were able to put some skate ramps and skateboards and different supplies and soccer balls and soccer nets and everything for the ministry there. Fort Barachel, Burundi really wouldn't exist if it wouldn't be for First Baptist Church Windermere.
With organized sports, there's a lot of kids that end up riding the streets. Same with in Burundi. If they're not working or not in school, they're getting in trouble. So the youth really need to be busy to stay out of trouble. And that's one of the things we offer here. We open up for free so that they can come and ride and progress in their sport, whichever sport it is. And just at the same time, we get to share the gospel with them through that.
For me, I would just tell people, just do what you feel God is calling you to do. For me, globally, I don't like to speak in front of large groups or anything, so sharing the gospel is hard, but if you go, that's sharing the gospel. Because I have so many people tell me, you came 8,000 miles. And that means more to them than anything. And the Bible says, go, be disciples. And you don't necessarily have to have all the words and give, an invitation for someone to come to Christ, as much as just being an example. Because they're looking at you and they see what you've done and just showing up. That's one of the things we hear all the time. You came, you showed up. And to them, that's God's love.
Early on in the 60s and 70s, when Tim and his family were growing up in Pennsylvania, his dad, who was a pastor at the time, would go into the Philadelphia area, take inner city kids out to camp in the wilderness and tell them a little bit about Jesus while they're out there, and having a great connection. Some inner city kids finding something new. We kept that Barachel, which means one whom God has blessed. We kept that name and added the fort because we wanted to be training up the next generation to be warriors for God, to be on the front line, and to know what it means to serve and to be served by God. We also ask that you would consider, maybe it's your missional community, your small group, your Sunday school class, whatever you might call it, your home group. If you're looking for an opportunity to serve, each month we're going to have a serve opportunity, and we'd like for you to maybe be a part of that. Maybe it's through financially, maybe it's through bringing your talents, your equipment, whatever it might be. If we're doing a house painting, or if we're doing yard work, or we're cleaning out someone's garage for them, we just need some help. And so prayerfully consider that. And I also ask that you would consider giving monthly. Our needs are great right now, but they're going to be greater even when we go to a new facility. Our desire is to grow our ministry larger and be able to reach more people in our community, the action sports community, as well as around the world in Burundi. We have a full-time team there of nationals that have lived there all their life, that have a love for that. We're part of Discovery School. They're in Burundi area, and with Jesse and Joy and a lot of the other new friends that we've created over the years, as well as with Daniel and his family up country. We have local ministries that Tim and Joyce mentioned, Lift Disability Network, Miracle League, the opportunities to serve with Hope Now International or Hope Now Orlando, when we give out over 10,000 backpacks at the beginning of the school year each year. We're a part of that. We've seen God work in East Winter Garden where we're painting a house, or if it's a yard work, or if it's even building a wheelchair ramp for someone. There's always a need, and we want to teach our kids to put others first, put others above themselves, and to serve with our time, talent, and treasure. So let me encourage you, prayerfully consider. It may not be right now, it may be later, but we're okay with that because it's all in a part of God's timing. This is a kingdom perspective that we have. We encourage you to plug into a church, and then on the outside be something like this that you can go alongside of and say, yes, I want to be a part of Fort Barachel Foundation. We're going to leave the information below, And if you need anything, give us a call or go to our website at fortb.org, FORTB.org. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.